and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this makeup look for you guys. I absolutely love it. It is bright, bold, everything that I'm not really, but I'm digging this look. I'm just sitting down playing with some new makeup bits, chilling with you guys. If you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off just with a bare skin, and we're going to move straight in to priming. I've never used this, but I've heard good things about the Milk makeup. This is the Hydro Grip Primer, and it looks pretty cool. It's really good. Apparently it's quite hydrating, so I'm going to take a couple of pumps of this and then just massage this all over the face. Okay, straight off the bat, it's actually quite tacky when it settles in. I like the texture of it. I like the fact that it's not a silicone. I like the fact that it's quite like a thick gel, but it just feels tacky. I'm not really used to putting on a primer a lot of the time, so we'll see. I like the fact that it's tacky because it makes me feel like my makeup's going to stick to it, you know? Okay guys, real quick, I had to just change my lip. I was wearing the Too Faced Lip Extreme to give me like plumper lips, just to kind of set them, prime them for when I do my lips. But I feel like I might have got it on my skin. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but I've got red splotches here, and I've got quite a big red splotch underneath my eye, and I feel like it might have been when I've like mixed this or touched my lip by accident and then smothered it over my face. I'm not too sure, but the show must go on. Anyway, let's move in to foundation. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I'm in the shade Toasty Toffee. Now I love this, but it's a bit too full coverage for my liking, so what I like to do is mix it with my NARS Orgasm Illuminator liquid drops. Let's mix these two together, get a beauty blender, and blend it all over the skin. Now that foundation's on, I must say I do love the coverage that it gives, because you can sheer it out if you want to. You can also put like moisturizer in it to really sheer it out, or even an essential oil. That would be nice. I need to try that next. But I do love, what I love about this foundation is the shade. I just feel like they've got the shade spot on. It fits me perfectly. But we're going to move into concealer. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in Honey, and this is just to get rid of the darkness underneath my eyes, and I'm going to blend that out just to balance everything. Now that we have that concealer on, I do want to highlight a little bit, brighten the areas underneath my eyes and down the center of my face. So I have these I Heart Revolution. These are so cute. They're called the Heartbreaker concealers. They've got a little heart-shaped lid, and the wands are heart-shaped as well. So I'm going to take the lightest one. This one is in the shade Golden Sugar, and we are just going to use this to highlight the face. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender again, using the same foundation side, and just blend that out. Okay, so I would say on the cuteness scale, that is product packaging how I like it. I think it's super, super cute. But I would say for me, I really like kind of like a wet concealer. This one seems a little bit drier. I don't know if it's because of the wand or it's just a drier concealer. It's nice, it works, it's just a little bit drier. And you know what we do, I'm going to move in to cream bronzing. I'm using Juvia's Place. This is the foundation stick in Cameroon. I love this. It's got a really nice texture to it, and it doesn't dry. You know when you use some foundation sticks and they sort of dry by the time you've got to blend them out? This one doesn't. So I'm just going to apply this to all the usual places that I will bronze, which will be the outskirts of my face. I also like to do the middle, just so it kind of all blends in one, and then I'm going to use a brush just to blend that out. Okay, now that the cream bronzer has been blended out, I'm going to move into cream blush. I'm using Fenty Beauty's Cream Freestyle Blush. Oh my gosh, this color in Strawberry Drip is everything. It's a beautiful kind of like pinky coral. It's just really nice on a caramel skin. So I'm going to apply this blush to the cheeks, and I like to apply just a little bit on the bridge of my nose as well. I just feel like it looks super cute, and I do love me some blush, so I might go a little bit ham on this. And you can of course go for whatever shade of blush you like, or whatever complements your skin tone. I personally love pinks, corals, oranges, but I'll go for like a mix between a pink and an orange. I feel like they suit my skin the best. Next, I'm going to move into brows. Of course, I'm going to be using Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 4. We are just going to do a little bit of brows, nothing crazy. We're just going to fill in the sparse hairs, and then I'm going to use my 24-hour brow setter just to set that in place. Now this is a step that I've only started doing recently. You guys know that I have a love-hate relationship with powder. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't use it at all. But what I have been loving doing is using my Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Banana Bread, so a little bit lighter. What I like to do is take a little bit of this, not too much, pop it on to my beauty blender, and then just press this into areas like underneath my eyes, around my mouth, just to make sure and ensure that there is no creasing throughout the day. Now we're going to move on to eyes. I am so excited for eyes because my friend Tammi has just dropped her third collab with Makeup Revolution. How stunning. This packaging, honestly, these colors are just everything. I absolutely love it. So I'm super excited to be using her eyeshadow palette called Tropical Twilight. It's also just insane. So let's get into eyes. Now if you know me, you know I love warm colors and neutrals, but because this is Tammi's palette, I want to do something a little bit brighter, a little bit bolder. We're going to start off safe. I'm going to use the shade Dawn, which is this beautiful kind of like a peachy, beigey sort of tone. I'm going to use this in the crease. Okay, so first of all, you can't see the shade because it is exactly the same color as my concealer on my eyelids, which I dig because this is my new shade for, you know, them days where you don't want to wear eyeshadow but you want to wear makeup, so like just skin makeup and then put on some lashes. This is the eyeshadow that will be my go-to because it honestly is the same shade and I love that. Okay, let me move in to this yellow because this yellow called Dusk is screaming at me. So I'm going to take this and pop this into my transition area. Now I'm going to go into the shade Sunrise, which is a beautiful burnt orange. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Dawn because I don't want it as deep. And I'm just going to pop this right in to my crease using a smaller blending. Okay, I must say that these shades are so beautiful together. They're really nice and warm. They're super, super pigmented and very true to color as well. What I am going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit because I want to add like a peachy pink to my lid, which Tammi hasn't unfortunately got in that palette. So I'm going to use the Jaclyn Morphe palette and use the shade Positivity because it's just so pretty. So we're just going to pop that on to the lid. And then I'm just taking that yellow again from Tammi's palette. This is such a beautiful yellow because it's not like it's crazy bright. It's a tinge of yellow, but it kind of melts into your skin, which I love. I'm just going to pop this on my lower lash line. Then we're going to go in with that transition orange and just pop this on as well. Now that eyeshadow is on, I must say that I saw this color theory on Holly Boons. I think it was Holly Boons Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, I love this kind of like a pastel peachy pink with a yellow. Just thought it was beautiful, so I had to recreate it on my eyes. I'm gonna now add a wing liner, nothing too crazy, just a little bit of a winged liner just to give us a little bit of a shape to the eyes. I'm going back in to Tammi's palette, taking the shade Horizon, which is kind of like a deep, deep burgundy. I'm going to apply this on top of that wing. Okay, so I've just quickly chopped on some lashes. These are iconic London. The bitch is back. Oh my gosh. One of my fave lashes because they're quite, I don't know how to explain it. They're quite small in width-wise, so you can still see your eyeshadow, I feel. But they still kind of give you the feline eye, you know, without having your eyelashes touch your eyebrows. Anyways, I'm going to add my mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational, on my lower lashes now. Now, just to spice things up a tiny bit, I'm going to take Laura Mercier's lip pencil in the shade Grapefruit, which is kind of like a coral, but more of a neon coral for your lips, of course. I'm going to just warm that up, and I'm going to line my waterline with this, just for a little bit more of a pop of colour. Now, Tammi also has two face palettes, which include a blusher, a bronzer, a contour, as well as a highlighter. So I think I'm going to take this one right here. I believe this one's a deep dark. And just take the highlighter, just to highlight the high points of my face. Okay, so when it comes to this face palette, honestly, a tiny bit goes a long way. I think I went a bit too excessive at the start, so I had to tone it down just by blending it out. So beautiful. I love this highlighter. I like the fact that it's not got glitter flecks in it, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It just kind of gives you like a dew, you know, when you turn, which I love. Lastly, we're going to move on to lips. So I'm going to be using the Tammi times Makeup Revolution lip kit, and she has in her lip kit the lip liner. This one is in the shade Glory, which I love because it's just a brown lip liner, goes with everything. So I'm just going to line my lips with this. Something that I've also started doing, I know I look a little bit crazy right now, is just rounding off the top. So usually I would go deep into, well, I don't really have that much of a cupid's bow, but I'd go deep into it, but I'm rounding it off. It gives you more of like a pouty kind of look. And then she has two shades of the Sheer Brilliant lip gloss. I love lip gloss. One is more of like a kind of a brownie tone, and the other is a little bit more mauvey. So I'm going to go with that one. This one is called Sheer Gone Rogue. I'm going to pop this on top of my lips. Now, because this is a tiny bit deeper than what I want for this look, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. This is the Diamond Milk, just to lighten up the center a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more nude for my skin tone. And that, guys, is the finished look. I don't know if you guys can see, but my eye's gone a little bit red. I don't know what is going on with me today. But I'm going to use the Anastasia Dewy Set just to kind of set this all in place. And that, guys, is it for this makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I had so much fun at playing with some new makeup bits. I love the eyes. It makes me feel like I need to do more bright eyes. Let me know down below. Also, I've left in the little description box below my Instagram handle if you want daily content and hourly content from me. Follow me there. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.